we got a box. And this time, it's a pretty big one. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here for Big Connection Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of Good Times with Retro Rich. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, your boy Floyd. Yeah, you got me again. You got me again. What we got in here is another Video Games Monthly flash sale that just so happened to occur right around your boys' B-Day. Um, and I said a couple box opens ago that I probably wasn't going to do a VGM for a while because it just, the value, I think, for me personally just wasn't there. But this deal was so ridiculous that I just kind of had to take the shot at it. So what's in this box is the 50 random games that they normally do their box openings for, or not box openings, but their pack and ships for. 50 games usually comes in and around like the 120, 130 mark. They say you're going to get between $200 and $300 worth of value out of the box. So for 120, 130 or whatever, it's not terrible. But I mean, you got to really just be a bulk collector and just want to get the stuff for every system because it's for everything. You get NES, you get Atari, you get uh, uh, Genesis, you get handhelds, you get all the way up through the new stuff. Sometimes it's like a sealed copy of a Wii game, like all sorts of weird stuff, right? But this time they came all the way down to the low price of $64.99. Now, when you get to $64.99, you start doing the calculus, my friends. You start thinking, hey, you know what? This is only like you're talking $1.15, $1.17, something like that, a game at that point. And at that point, the calculus changes. So I was like, all right, you know what? It's my birthday. It's my birthday week. I'm just gonna jump in, and for less than the cost of a Switch 2 game, get 50 random games in a box and find out what's in it. So let's get this box opening started. Get over to the open zone, crack this thing open, find out what is in this box. Come on, let's go. All right, here we are. We're in the open zone, and there's the box. There it is. I'll take it back real quick so I can cut open this thing. It's full, guys, and they didn't joke around. There's probably 50 items in here. So we're going to open them all up and see. We're going to fill the table like normal of all the goodies. And then we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, am I expecting like amazing things? No, not really. I'm not, because these pack and ship things sometimes are really cool. Sometimes are not. This is just the game one though. This isn't the one where it's like systems and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm not expecting to see a random handheld or something like that. I'm literally just expecting to see cartridges and discs, and in that, I don't know, hopefully some good stuff. Hopefully we're gonna get some stuff that's cool and relevant to the channel, and something I want to put on, a wall somewhere. All right. So I took a little peek. You guys get to have a little peek. Little peek. All right, and we're gonna put the box over here. Then we're gonna start slapping things on here. Now, all off the bat, I do see Genesis, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and NES, which is I like it. It's a good sign. Is it all gonna be sports titles? I don't know. Maybe. We got some discs though. We got some original Xbox. Project Gotham Racing 2, not bad. Project Gotham Racing 1, it's not bad. Crimson Skies, that's another good one actually. These games aren't actually half bad. Amped, because the people are starting to collect this stuff. Amped, the Platinum Hits version. Fable. There we go. Black Hawk Down, Delta Force. There we go. Dead to Rights. The Code Breaker What system is this for? All right, we're gonna take that in a second. iToy, Play. I do have an iToy. I don't have Play though, so that's good. And a copy of Tiger Woods PGA Tour 10 for Wii. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 discs that are just floating around. This one is interesting though. Is this? So this disc, I don't know, like if does this like allow you to GTA San Andreas, MK Deception, Battlefront. So this is a PlayStation 2. Yeah, I think this is PlayStation 2 Codebreaker. So do I put it in a PS2? Oof, that's a little worse for wear. But I think this is one of those things where you like it's like the Game Genie thing. You put it in there and you can have some stuff. So that's pretty neat. Got some handheld stuff. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I think I already have that. Let's Ride. I think I'm pretty sure I have that too in that box from when we did the Walked In Alzheimer's. More on that later, coming soon. Actually, by the way, Crossword DS. That's yep. Brain Age 2 and Jonas on the DS. That's another 5. We're at 15, so that's pretty good. We got a sealed copy of The Biggest Loser for the Nintendo DS. So that's interesting. Put that right there. Some more disc titles. Xbox 360 NHL 2K10. This can actually go to the wall for the kiddos. Oof. Woof. That is serious damage on that one. All right. Put that there. FIFA Soccer 13. Let's see how this one looks. This one looks kind of woofy as well. Got some damage to the disc there. We got Messi hanging out in the cover. I remember being there for that launch. Take this over here. Put these over here. Okay. Yeah, we can do some more of these. Some more 360 games. Top Spin 2. Dishonored. Goes over this way. Rock Revolution. It's the Konami. Like it kind of sound like something alike, I guess. Xbox 360 copy of Titanfall. That's pretty cool. Destiny for Xbox 360. It's always fun to have a copy of random games that don't exist anymore. Just for the fun of things. Mass Effect 2. It's a great game. Can't go on the wall though, unfortunately. Gotta keep things T for teen. The Bureau, XCOM Declassified. That's a really pretty good one. Motion Sports Play for Real for the Kinect. So that can go on the wall actually. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Day 0 edition. All right. End War. Put that right there. We're just gonna have this big pile just hanging out. World Championship Poker. NHL 2001 for the PlayStation 2. Madden 2005 for the PlayStation 2. A copy of Wii Fit. It's actually, as long as the disc isn't shattered. Oh, this one actually looks brand new. Yeah, I think Wii Fit. Somehow people are looking for this now. I don't know. NBA Live 2002. That game, that disc is probably done for. Put this over here. Yeah, I'll put it over here, I guess. Yeah, I could just hang out. Hang out over there. We're still not done with these discs. You got a copy of Assassin's Creed 3. There we go. I'll give that to Gunzy, because now we can have a copy to go with the Steelbook that we got that one time. NASCAR 06, Total Team Control for the Xbox. I think actually these original Xbox games can also go on the 360 if I'm not mistaken. NFL 2K3. Hey, it's Madden 06. There he is. There's that Donovan guy. He hangs out. He hangs out over here. And then a sealed copy of FIFA 17 for the Xbox One. That's kind of cool. So that'll also go directly to the mix there, because the kids love some soccer games, and we have a Xbox One, which is neat. Okay, so we got NHL Breakaway 98. So we got one of those. We got Madden 95 for the Genesis. We got NHL 97 for the Genesis. Whoa, there we go. There. NBA Live 99 for the Nintendo 64. We've got Bill Walsh College Football EA Sports title, the Super Nintendo. Sneak that over here. That on top of. It's over here. There we go. All right. Then we got the NES games. We've got NES Play Action Football, which we'll put right here. There we go. Ooh. That is a very cracked looking 720, but a copy of 720 indeed. So that's a new one to us. So we'll see if the Polymega can help us out with that. Ooh, the Black Bass. All right. It's kind of cool. We'll put that over here. Oh, it'll hang out over there. Like that. Stealth ATF. This one has seen better days, for sure. But it is an NES game. So we'll see how that goes. And then some more games. Some more disc-onlys. Siphon Filter, the Omega Strain on PlayStation 2 is not bad. Not a bad game. Ace Combat 4, Shattered Skies. Again, not bad. Not bad. Pinball Hall of Fame, the Williams Collection. PlayStation 2. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. ATV Off-Road Fury 2. The PlayStation 2. I think we had a bad copy of that here. And people may or may not have wanted to get a newer, more working copy, and that's not looking so bad. So cool. That should be able to play for the kiddos here. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And then a copy of Kessen 2 to round it out. A Koei game. So let's see how this one looks up. Oof. Seen better days. Seen better days, guys. But it might still play. Never know. Let's see what happens there. But nothing for the Polymega, to be honest. Because none of the disc games. Yeah, there's not a lot of PlayStation there. So a lot of PlayStation 2, a lot of Xbox, a lot of 360, PlayStation 3, a couple of titles, then one Xbox One game, and then some cartridge sports games. Yeah, so it's a big old pile of games. There it is. Let's take a look at the big old pile without my face in it here. What do we got here? Single cam. Is it this one? There it is. There's the big old pile of games. So let's go on to the wrap up and see what we can see here. All right, guys, so that's it. That's the stack. We got a big old stack of games. I mean, it's one of those things, I guess. Yeah, when you're doing business with your boy Floyd, sometimes they surprise you, and you kind of open a box and you quote unquote win the lottery, right? You get a good sense of really cool titles that are um, that are looked for. People are looking for those titles. They're not necessarily worth a whole lot, but they're decent titles. And sometimes, yeah, you get a lot of sports and movie licenses and that kind of stuff. And when you've done this a couple times, sometimes you get some doubles and some triples and some yada yadas and that kind of fun stuff. So, um, yeah, it's all right. Um, it's good because it was a fantastic deal. I didn't spend a lot, so I didn't lose a lot. But a lot of these games, outside of a couple of these NES titles that I'm going to put in my Polymega um, library, I don't know if I don't know if I was at like a store or a show. I almost said sure. Um, just combining those two words. Uh, I don't know if I was at like a Too Many Games or a Retro Classics. Do I pick up any of these titles? Maybe one or two. No, but certainly not for the price I paid for the entire kit and caboodle here. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's actually going to go on that shelf right about there. If I can, there we go. That right there. Um, that's going to be really good because you know rainy days, kids here get busy and they want to play some stuff, and this will go right in the library. We feed the library for them. That's fine. I don't that that is wonderful because sometimes when you try to buy bulk games on eBay, just to try to pad the numbers to see if we can get some extra titles here and there, those boxes for 4, 5, 6 games, even sports titles nowadays, when they finally ship them to you or whatever, that might be half this box. So that's not bad then. That's not bad. I don't mind. I don't mind doing that. But do I recommend that you do this? No. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, unless you're a bulk collector and you really want a whole bunch, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I hit up your boy Floyd anymore or shouldn't. Did I learn another lesson? Maybe. Maybe we learned another lesson today. But I mean, the deals, they're so enticing, and it's again, it's around the birthday. I usually do one thing for myself just on a whim, and I wouldn't have done it normally. And this is that. It's just like I wouldn't have done this normally, but the deal is so good, I hit the button, and then bingo bango. Now I'm looking at some cool stuff coming in, but was it really that cool? Yeah. Time will tell, I guess, because maybe some of those games will be like super awesome and they're not scratched up and they're going to play wonderfully, and that kind of stuff. But some of these games, they automatically need resurfacing right off the bat, and they tell it to you. It's not like they say like every game is going to be perfect and playable and they're all tested. The reason why they do these deals is because they get a whole bunch of bulk that people have been sending in. They've been buying collections, and they've been a whole bunch of stuff is just sitting on a rack somewhere, and they're like, hey, you know what? Go to the shelf, pull 10 here, pull 10 there, pull 10 there, pull 10 there, pull 5 over there, pull 5 over there, throw it all in a box and send it to some dude because they just gave us $60. That's what they're doing. And then that's you have to be in that mindset in order to get like in order to know that. So for your boy Floyd up there he is. For him, I'd say this is an okay. This is if I was ranking this, right? How do I rank this? Is this a certified good times? No. Is it yes, the fun was found? I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think we're in the butt territory. It's not great. It's not. I'm not gonna hit it with the not great. I'm not gonna hit it with that. This is a but. So yeah, in the ranking system, this is a but. Yeah, it's cool because you get a whole bunch of games and you get to do a box opening and that's fun. But unless you know and accept the fact that sometimes you're just going to get just stuff that you would have never even wanted, and now you have it, so you don't know what to do with it, I think that's what this box is. You just got a whole bunch of stuff that now you know where am I going to put it all? Look at it. Look at it. Look at the pile. It's pretty big, but it's all stuff that you're like, oh, I don't know. What are you going to do? So anyway, let me get out of here because we got to do some other stuff in the background. You'll see that video tomorrow, but for those of you that stuck around me this far that are Atari VCS fans, yes, indeed, there was a wild weekend with a brick-breaking game from Blue Sunset that was available and then unavailable. Is it available again? I've heard the rumors. I've heard some stories go out. BCB is all over it like he normally is. And I think I saw him put out a story that says, yes, indeed, it is back on the store. I have not physically verified this, so it is in the rumor and speculation category right now. But, I mean, BCB is a pretty trusted source, so if he says it's back on the store, he's not going to say it's, hey, it's back on the store, and it's not. So it's on the store. We'll get it downloaded. We'll get it played, and we'll get it Fun for 5 tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow's video. Fun for 5 on Glaive Brickbreaker, the Atari VCS game that made waves over the weekend in the VCS community. I mean, it's an unfortunate thing, and again, hats off to Blue Sunset for sticking it out and for making it right. Whatever the bug was, whatever the thing was, and to the community itself for raising the alarm and saying, hey, we bought a game that it wasn't there, and that's it's the right thing to do. Just kind of like hey, put your hand up and be like, hey guys, hey, I gave you money and I didn't get anything. So it's probably good if you just give me the thing that I bought. That would be awesome. Thanks. And, and then you just wait it out, and then, the things happen, right? And it's unfortunate that it happened in a weekend, right? Like you got the thing happen, the games comes out, what is it, like 4 or 5 o'clock on a Friday. You go through the entire weekend, and it's a bummer because, you paid your money and you didn't get your game or whatever. And now here we are. It's Monday, but it's Monday. It's not Friday. It's not next Friday. It's Monday. And now we have a game to play and Fun for 5. We'll get it out there. We'll get the Fun for 5 to you guys tomorrow. I'll probably record it either later on tonight. It is Tuesday. Nope, never mind. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. So it was so it wasn't Monday. It was Tuesday. So you had an extra day. So, okay, they had an extra day. I was thinking I was going to watch another Monday Night Football game because I was just trying to erase the one that I saw last night from my memory. Oh my goodness, guys. So that's it. That's that. So we'll play Brick Breaker. It'll be Wednesday's video, and we'll see that, and it'll be fine. And then we'll have that. And then another box opening. There's a box down there, right here, right there. There it is. That we're going to have to open. And we're going to open zone / play and test on a really old device. So that'd be kind of cool because it's a brand new game for a really old console. Check that out. That'll be Thursday's video. And then we'll have some more stuff. We'll always have stuff. Maybe if we take a couple days off here and there. We're always back with some new stuff for your face. And we appreciate everyone's face coming over here to see this one, talk to you. So let's get out of here. But before we do, of course, we got to do the one thing and one thing only. And that is thank every single member of, you guessed it, the Good Times Club. So let's do that right now. Let's thank the EverCanadian Crimson Cross, George Games, Chris Westerman, Phantom Fiction, Lloyd Argem, Papa Pete, the Intellivision Gamer, Ken LaCure, Mr. Shua, John Woolley, Gunsy20, Herb Wars, DF, Joe Whitlash, David Valdez, Dan Nastic, then Dr. Mark, Mad Scientist, and then the Atari Creep. And I just got freaked out because I looked at this list and I was looking at the EverCanadian, and I think something happened. Maybe like rebranded or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But EverCanadian, if you know what's going on, let me know. Let me know what's up, because it like has a new icon and everything for you. So I'm very confused. But thank you also for your support and continued support of the channel, not only here but on the 1080p StreamYard glory you're seeing right here from StreamYard, and Edge channel, the Evercade Effect, and the Evercast and Calling All Retro Gamers. All of these things are supported by the awesome members of the GTC. We can't thank you enough for your support. Want to be a member? Hit the join button. Join the army. It's awesome. You get some cool exclusive content. More of that will be coming soon to you. I was just talking to the production team over here on a secret project that we've been working on for a really long time, and they're super stoked to do some more filming. We got one more thing that we got to do for this week, so it might not get into the production this week, but it will definitely happen next week, and then fun times will be had. So cannot wait to share that with you guys. And if not, that's okay. Leave likes, leave dislikes, leave those comments. Leave on the way out, hit that red button. It's pretty cool. It's free. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. And when my face has more things for your face, you will know. You can hit the bell too if you want. Yeah, and that's a cool thing too. So anyway, before I ramble on too much longer, spend more time talking about housekeeping things than I did on the box opening. I'm out. I'm Rich. We will catch you next time for some good times. And we will see you next time. See ya.
RTFC.baconicecream.com